Most times when I hear the story of Jacob and Esau, everyone focuses on Jacob and how he was a deceiver. His name means to deceive, and how he, tricked his brother into obtaining the birthright, and how he deceived his father into making him think he was Esau to get the birthright. And all this focus is on the bad that Jacob did. But when I hear the story or I read the story, I focus on Esau. And to be honest, I judged him at first because I'm like, why would you give up your birthright for a pot of lentils? Were you seriously that hungry that you couldn't wait a little bit? This is your birthright, your spiritual inheritance, and you're just giving it away for a pot of lentils. And then I thought about it, and who am I to judge him? Because what do I give my spiritual inheritance away for? I mean, obviously in this case it's not food, because we don't look at it like that, but we have to apply it to our lives. And what is it for? Whatever the case may be, I think we all have things in our lives that we give away, that we sell our birthright for. When I think about what I'm hungry for, or what someone could be hungry for, and you think about the story, it's not so black and white for us. Of course, if we were given the opportunity, or if we were challenged to choose something over God, of course we would choose God because it's straightforward. But we have to think about the things that aren't so black and white, the things that aren't so clear. And when you think about what you place over God, what your hunger is, what you have an appetite for, it's the things that you put before God. For example, let's say success or your job. You wake up in the morning, you get ready for work, you go to work, you drive to work, you come home, you go to bed, you start that cycle 5 days a week, over and over. Where in that whole day did you pray to God, thank God, talk to God? You didn't. And then that becomes what you're hungry for. That's where your passion is, that's where your appetite, that's the thirst that you have for success. And some people in this economy, the economy's bad, we've all finished college and we have degrees and we want to live comfortably. So what are we hungry for? To get a good job so we can have, 6 figures, a nice house, a nice car, because we've earned it, we've worked so hard in college over these years that this is our payback. But where in that process did we figure out if that's what God wants for our lives? We haven't. And that's where your hunger lies. Some people, their talents are in different areas. And I think when you find out what your talent is, then that's what you have to be hungry for, to pursue that. And for me, it's service. When I thought about it, I used to feel bad. Like all my friends were out feeding the homeless or doing these other extravagant things. And I thought, okay, I'm not doing anything. Where's my service? What am I doing? What am I hungry for? I'm just a bad Christian. And then when I really thought about it, I do have something going on. I do have something that I'm hungry for, and that's my relationship with my students. And when I think about it, there's nothing I won't do for them. And the most important thing for me in regards to them is to make sure that they have a relationship with Christ. And the best way I can do that is to make sure that I have a relationship with Christ, because they can tell like who's phony and who's fake and who's doing it, just because. But when it's sincere, then it's like a contagious kind of spirit. And they see that there's something different about you, and they want to know what that difference is. And they want to be around you, and they want to talk to you about their problems, and they want you to help them. And that's where the hunger is, right there. All in there. Doing something for them, having that passion to be there for them. Period. And you can cut that out, right? Okay.
No, the period stays.
No. All right. Maybe if you leave the room, I promise you, I will give the best. Like, go make yourself some coffee. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. So and then when I'm done, do I just run? I just run out?
I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna come back, and all I'm gonna see is footage of you going like this.
You won't. I promise. I promise.